Ever get that feeling? You really want to create something amazing, but you're just stuck.
Yeah.
Or maybe you're just like drowning in research
Right.
and you wish you could just like cut to the good stuff.
Absolutely.
Well, today we are diving into how AI might actually help us unlock a whole new level of creativity.
It's true.
We're not talking theory here.
Yeah.
Our source for this deep dive is someone who has used AI to write, get this, millions of words.
Wow.
Millions, not just like emails or social posts.
Right.
It's serious creative work.
Impressive.
Yeah.
It's fascinating how AI writing tools have gone from being, a novelty to a serious presence in the creative world.
Yeah.
We're seeing them used not just for generating text, but for editing with incredible precision,
Yeah.
even adapting a writer's style for different audiences, almost like having a ghostwriter on demand.
And what's really interesting? Our source started as a total skeptic.
Really?
They thought AI would sound stiff, robotic,
Yeah, I can see.
like it would suck the soul out of their writing.
I've heard that before.
I have to admit, I kind of feel that way sometimes too.
That's a common concern.
Is it?
Oh, yeah. And it speaks to a deeper question
Okay.
about what makes creative work feel truly human.
Mm-hmm.
Part of the issue is that many people don't really understand the technology
Right.
behind these tools.
Right.
We're talking about natural language processing, or NLP,
Okay.
which is powered by these things called deep learning algorithms.
Okay, so less robot overlords, more really smart algorithms.
Exactly.
Okay.
Think of it like this. Imagine teaching a child to speak.
Okay.
You expose them to tons of language, right? Books, conversation, songs.
Right.
And over time, they start to understand the patterns,
Yeah.
the nuances, the meaning behind the words.
Right.
NLP works similarly.
Okay.
These AI writing tools have been trained on massive data sets of text and code.
Wow.
So they've learned the patterns and rules of language at an incredibly granular level.
That makes a lot more sense. So it's not just about randomly throwing words together.
Right.
There's actual learning and intelligence happening behind the scenes.
Precisely. And that's where our source had their aha moment.
Really? What was it?
They realized AI wasn't about replacing their creativity.
Oh.
It was about enhancing it, becoming a partner in the creative process.
So what was the turning point for them?
Yeah.
What specifically changed their mind about AI?
Well, they actually identified 4 key ways that AI transformed their entire writing process.
Okay.
And this is where their experience gets really interesting for anyone who's ever struggled with writer's block, information overload,
Right.
or just wanted to boost their creative output.
Okay, I'm hooked. Tell me more about these 4 ways AI changed the game for them.
The author identified these 4 areas as efficiency and inspiration,
Okay.
quality and speed, data overload, and believe it or not, unleashing even more creativity.
Wow. Okay. I think a lot of our listeners can relate to that first one,
Yeah.
especially that initial struggle for inspiration.
Right.
So how did AI help our source overcome that hurdle?
The author found that AI tools were incredibly helpful for quickly generating outlines and brainstorming ideas,
Right.
especially for larger projects. It was like having a brainstorming partner available 24/7,
Right.
one that never gets tired of exploring new avenues.
That's really cool. It sounds like AI took some of the pressure off.
It did.
That initial blank page stage, which can be so daunting for a lot of people.
Exactly.
Yeah.
They described it as having a thought partner
Right.
who could help them flesh out ideas in a fast and structured way.
Okay.
They could test out different angles, explore various writing styles,
Right.
all without the fear of judgment or feeling like they were wasting time.
So they were able to get those creative juices flowing more easily
Yes.
and experiment more freely.
Precisely.
Okay.
And that leads us to the next point, quality and speed.
Okay.
You might think that using AI would sacrifice quality for speed, but our source found the opposite to be true.
Really?
They actually felt like their writing improved.
Okay, now that's interesting. How did they see their writing improve specifically?
They said the AI tools they used went way beyond simple grammar and spell checks. They were getting suggestions for stronger verbs, more concise phrasing, even stylistic adjustments to better suit their target audience.
So it's like having an editor and a writing coach all rolled into one.
Exactly.
Wow.
They found that the AI helped them to refine and polish their work to a level they hadn't been able to achieve on their own.
Right.
And in a fraction of the time it would normally take.
I'm really starting to see how this could be a game changer for writers.
It is.
But what about the research aspect? You mentioned data overload
Right.
being one of the areas where AI made a difference.
Yeah.
I know that's something a lot of our listeners
Right.
who are all about soaking up knowledge struggle with.
You're right, that's a huge one. Our source had a ton of experience dealing with mountains of data, think research papers, articles, reports.
Right.
It was overwhelming even for them.
Yeah.
But they said AI was a game changer for dealing with this kind of information overload.
You've really got me thinking now.
Yeah.
If our source could achieve so much with AI,
Right.
what could it unlock for someone just starting out?
That's a great question.
Or even like someone who considers themselves, tech challenged.
Yeah. That's the beauty of it, really. Yeah. This isn't about being a tech whiz.
Right.
It's about embracing tools that can help us overcome our creative hurdles and push our boundaries.
Right.
Imagine being able to experiment with different writing styles effortlessly.
Right.
Or translate your ideas into a completely new medium.
Right.
Like turning a short story into a compelling screenplay with AI assistance.
Wow.
These are the possibilities that are within reach.
It's almost like AI could become this incredibly versatile collaborator,
Exactly.
helping us explore avenues we might not have even considered otherwise.
Precisely. It's about expanding our creative horizons and challenging our preconceived notions of what we're capable of achieving.
Yeah.
Our source even went so far as to say that AI could help us understand and express emotions.
Really?
In ways we haven't even begun to explore.
Now, that's a fascinating thought.
It is.
We often think of emotions as being uniquely human.
Right.
Something AI could never replicate.
Yeah.
How could AI possibly deepen our understanding of emotions?
Think about it this way.
Okay.
AI can analyze vast amounts of data, including text and even music, to identify patterns and connections that we might miss.
Okay.
What if, by analyzing our own creative output, our writing, our music, our art, AI could reveal hidden emotional undercurrents?
Wow.
Or help us articulate feelings we didn't even realize we were expressing.
Wow, that's pretty mind-blowing. It's like AI could become a mirror, reflecting our own emotions back to us.
Right.
With a clarity we never thought possible.
And maybe even helping us connect with audiences on a deeper emotional level.
Yeah.
Imagine being able to craft a piece of writing or a musical composition that resonates with people in a way that feels truly personal and profound, all with the help of AI insights.
It's like AI could bridge the gap between our inner creative world and the way we express those emotions to others.
Exactly. And that's a really exciting prospect for the future of human connection and creative expression.
So as we wrap up this deep dive, I think the biggest takeaway for me, and hopefully for our listeners, is that the future of creativity isn't about humans versus AI, but about humans with AI.
It's about embracing the possibilities of this powerful partnership and seeing where it takes us.
And that brings us to our final thought-provoking question for you to ponder. If AI can unlock this level of creativity and emotional depth for one writer, what could it do for you?
That's the question.
What stories could you tell? What emotions could you explore? What amazing things could you create if you had the right AI partner by your side?
It's a journey worth taking.
It certainly is.
Yeah.
And on that note, we'll leave you to it.
Okay.
Until next time, keep diving deep and keep those creative sparks flying.
Absolutely.
Who knows, maybe your next masterpiece will be a collaboration with AI.